Hello, my beautiful angel starseeds and dreamers. Welcome back. My name is Violeta. This is a timeless channel message for you. Yes, you. If it resonates, take it. If it doesn't, leave it. All signs welcome. So, it's heavy right now. You're about to release a lot. This is going to be a really big purge for you. I can feel it. It's always the heaviest before it gets lighter. I'm hearing you've gently been shedding layers of skin, of your past, and it's been a gentle, gradual process, but it's been hard nonetheless, because it's like, how do you fit into this new skin, or how do you not still remember the old one? It's like you're in two worlds, the past and the future. The old you and the new you. Sometimes you catch glimpses of the old, and sometimes you catch glimpses of the new. And it's disorienting because it's not like they're fighting, they're gently existing alongside each other, right? But you still have to choose sometimes. Sometimes a choice comes and you're like, yeah, I know what to choose. I go with the new. And the old kind of gets sad because it's going. And when something's going, we grieve it. You grieve your old self, which was so small, which was making itself so small, themselves so small, that you still feel the smallness. And then now that you've built up this bigness, this big new life, this new huge expansion that you're creating and also going towards, at the same time you still feel the smallness. And it's strange because they don't fit together. Of course you choose and you keep going forward, but the old always whispers. Remember me? Hey, remember me? Don't forget me. You haven't forgotten. It's just, you can't make decisions from that space anymore. You can't feel that anymore. And so you're grieving a lot. So much that you've shed. Places, people, memories, connections, communities, pieces of your own self that were not bad, they're just outdated. The new software is uploading and you're upgrading, and it's like, it can't be all good and fun, because at the same time you're grieving. It's also heavy, and it gets heaviest when you're closest. When you get really, really close to the upgrade, to the light, to the newness, you get heavy because you get to release a lot of residual energy. So I feel you, I get you, I see you. It's hard, but at the same time, you know this process so well right now that it's not scary, it's not difficult, it just is. You're going through it with the most grace you can muster, and you just keep going, like always. And you know, anytime now you're going to shed so much and release so much, it's going to explode out of you, and you're going to feel so light. But right now it's a little bit heavy because you're grieving and you're releasing so much. You're seeing glimpses of the future in people's smiles, in people's movements, in things, outlines, in synchronicities and signs and numbers and ideas and events that show you what's possible, and you know what's possible, but you're still held back a little by the smallness. Your smallness cannot meet these new things, and so it has to go. Once it goes, your new life begins. So it's the final release, the final purge before everything changes, I'm hearing. And it's been changing, but I'm talking about a big change. A manifestation. Good things, great things, but first, the release. The dropping of the burden of the old. The baggage of the old, the smallness of the old. You don't have to hate how small it was. It was okay. You don't have to be angry that you were small. Just accept that you were and thank your old self for carrying you this much, this far. Because your old self carried you forward for so long and kept you safe. And they managed to bring you here. Thank them for that. That is no small feat. In the circumstances that this person was in, your old self was in, it's a miracle that you're here today. It's a miracle. I know you know that this is all a good thing. It just feels like crying because it's like you're saying goodbye to your best friend, the best friend you spent your life with. It's not like they're never gonna be there again, but it's gonna be less and less, and it's time to say goodbye. And I think you've been holding on so tight to this person, to the old you, so tight, without even meaning to, because you miss them. And you've been holding on to some other things too, because you're comfortable in the smallness. You're comfortable in the small space, with the small relationships, with the small mindsets, with the small things and possessions. You're comfortable in the smallness because it's safe. You don't know what's going to happen when everything gets big. I get it. But we have to proceed without fear. With an open heart, with a courageous mind. And first we must let go of the past, of the old, of how we used to see things, because it has nothing to do with how we see things now. This is going to happen, is happening right now. You're releasing the biggest weight in the world. And you'll become so light, you will be able to fly. And so expansive that you'll be able to fit everything into your new life. Everything that you ever dreamed of. It's going to be such a big departure of everything you've ever known that it's going to be scary. I'm not gonna lie. It's going to be nerve-wracking, but also exciting. A lot of surprises. A lot of chance encounters, a lot of luck on your side. And I know it's difficult, but this is the part that makes diamonds. This is the part that makes light, that makes blessings come. This is the part. People don't always understand how this is the most important part of the process. The heavy part. They think it's bad, they want to fix it, or they ignore it, but actually, if you face it, if you feel all of it, and you go through with it, and you push through it, and you heal through it, do you know what happens? You're reborn. You start fresh. You're light again. You heal, you grow. And you become stronger and better, healthier, more peaceful. But there is no peace without this burden first. You're not supposed to fix it. You're supposed to feel it. And you are. I think you're doing great, even though it's so hard right now. And you know by now that this weight is only temporary. Any day now it's going to be light, so you're not even worried because you believe in yourself, you believe in the journey, you believe in spirit, and you believe in what you know, what you've been through so far, over and over and over. The process is always the same. So you're not worried because you know what's next. It's going to be beautiful, it's going to be huge, it's going to be expansive. You've never been expansive before. You've always been small because people kept you small. Life squished you to fit you in a box that was much too small for your life, for your potential, for everything. And you had to break out of it, and you broke out of so many boxes. And you jumped into a bigger box and bigger box and bigger box. And this box right now is going to be the biggest you've ever been in. And you're not going to know what to do with it. But it's okay because you're going to figure it out as you go. I'm so proud of you. You're doing great. You're just exactly where you should be. And Spirit says, recently you had to make a decision. And you weren't sure if you weren't doing the right thing, but you did the right thing the whole time. All of your decisions so far has been perfect. You chose yourself, you chose your new self, and you chose bigness. You're never going to be small again. And even when you're tempted to go back in a way, no more. You can't be convinced. There's no way. You've outgrown it. You've literally outgrown your old skin. You have a new one. And it's not so tight as it was before. It breathes. You breathe. You're not just surviving anymore. You're gonna thrive, and it's scary and exciting, and I'm so excited for you. I'm so proud of you. I can't wait to see what happens next. I love you. I'm gonna see you soon, okay? And let me know if it resonates.